For millions of Americans who have experienced a heart attack or worry about having one, new research presented at the American College of Cardiology's 74th Annual Scientific Session and Expo offers an important update in prevention. A widely available low-dose anti-inflammatory medication has been shown to reduce dangerous arterial plaque that can lead to heart attack and stroke. And with me is Dr. Matthew Budoff, a cardiologist and program director at Harbor-UCLA Medical Center. Great to have you here. So many people are affected by this. Can you just kind of give an overview of the trial and the results?
Yeah, so we did a trial. It was funded by a foundation named the EKSTROM Foundation, so we called it the EKSTROM Trial, and it basically took patients who had plaque in their arteries, so coronary plaque building up in their coronary arteries. We did a CT angiogram, a non-invasive angiogram, and put them on either low-dose colchicine, 0.5 milligrams, or placebo, and followed them for a year. And at the end of the year, we did another picture to see if the plaque got better or got worse.
And so I understand inflation, or I'm sorry, I'm working at the stock exchange, so I'm just talking about inflation. Inflammation was the key here. And that's so interesting. I'm hearing more talk about inflammation and its relation to our disease. What did you kind of determine from that?
Yeah, so, we think inflammation is probably as bad as inflation. It's bad for the coronary arteries. It's one of those things that can kind of stir the pot and cause more plaque to build up, leading people down the road of needing either bypass surgery or even having heart attacks. So we showed that with low-dose colchicine, 0.5 milligrams, just a one pill a day, reduces plaque buildup over the course of a year. So it's a way to fight inflammation with a safe and effective low-dose medication.
Can a person tell if they have inflammation?
You need to get a blood test. There is a nice website that was created to help people understand this a little bit more. It's called cvdinflammation.com. So CVD stands for cardiovascular disease, so cvdinflammation.com, and it kind of takes you through the steps, but you do need a blood test to see if you have inflammation.
Okay. And what about people that are already on heart medicines, whether it's a statin or a blood pressure medicine? Would this work with that or replace it, or do you even know yet?
We added this to their background therapy. So whether they were on low-dose aspirin or a statin or blood pressure medication, we put this on top of those other therapies to see if it would help aid in further reducing heart disease, and it did work in our trial.
And then what was different about this than some of the traditional therapies that we have currently?
Yeah, so, we have therapies that work on the blood pressure, on diabetes, on cholesterol. We don't really have drugs that we use for heart disease for inflammation. So colchicine, this low-dose therapy that we studied, is really the first of a new area where we can treat patients who are at risk to help further reduce their risk of a future heart attack or stroke.
So what is next? Will there be more tests or more expanded tests? What happens now?
Yeah, so there's a couple larger trials on the horizon. They're underway already, and we're waiting to see how those play out. But we think that this provides good evidence, and to be honest, I use it in quite a few of my own patients in my practice already.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to keep an eye out for those trials. Where can somebody go for more information about this trial and just inflammation in general?
Yeah, I think this cvdinflammation.com is a good, easy to use website for patients to take them through the data, but also give them a little more information on how they can get tested and how they can assess their own risk for inflammation causing heart disease.
Okay, doctor, thank you so much for bringing this fascinating development in terms of heart disease. So thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.